Alright, hello everybody and welcome. Welcome to a brand new series. Uh, I got my old microphone that's actually broken, working again while I wait, the next couple of days for my new one to actually be able to be picked up from the post office. I didn't realize today, recording this, is Saturday, and apparently my local post office closes at 9 a.m. on Saturdays, and tomorrow's Sunday, so there's no post on Sundays. Um, so I can't go to the post office because it's not open. So, we're gonna make do with what we got for now. We're gonna be playing some Imperator Rome. I just bought this game recently. I've already put 30 hours into it. I think 20 hours. Scratch that. 20 hours into it. Um, yeah. So we'll see how I do. I've only ever really played as two nations. And I'm gonna retry the first one that I played as. Because I quite enjoyed it. I quite enjoyed it. So we'll see. I forgot to set a timer for the episode, so while this is loading, I'm going to excuse me, set a timer. Holy cow. Okay, so we'll just start that. I'm going to set it off to the side. There we go. So, we are going to be playing as Boihaemia. Pretty sure that's how you would actually pronounce this. I'm probably just going to call it Bohemia because, minus the fact that believe we're a little too far west, east, to actually be Bohemia. Let's see, because, Hungary was right here. I'm thinking of the EU4 map. So Hungary was right here. Bohemia was, right here, I believe. And Austria is, right in here. Anyway, this is who we're going to be playing as. We are going to be in Iron Man mode, because I always play Paradox games in Iron Man mode. Always. So we're going to go ahead and start. Yeah, there you go. There's my 3 saves that I have. There you go. See, look at how fast this game loads. It's incredible, honestly. I'm actually going to play where it's easier to see borders. Let's see, free idea slots. So we're just going to pick our idea slots. Morale of armies is good because it allows your armies to continue to fight for longer without, without shattering, without retreating. This game, by the way, for those of you who don't know, is the newest Paradox Interactive Grand Strategy game, other than CK3. It's their newest Grand Strategy, brand new Grand Strategy game. So yeah, there's a whole lot going on in this, a whole lot going on in that. Wait, oh, there's okay, right, yeah, there's a whole lot. Actually, we're gonna click this right now. Clicking this, you have to click this top one, in order to actually unlock missions. If you don't click this, then your missions tree will be locked the entire time, and you won't actually unlock any missions. So we're going to continue to go on with our idea groups. Now, you don't have to select an idea from this group, I don't believe, but it gives a bonus, I'm pretty sure. Oh no, wait, it does need to. Oh, in order to get the matching bonus. Yeah, so you get a bonus. For actually making it of the same kind. So I think instead of shipbuilding cost, because, well, I don't see a coastline here, do you? We're gonna go with with reinforcement speed and army morale recovery, so that our armies will recover their morale faster, so they don't have to stay out of battle for as long. And the other thing, I don't remember what the other thing was. I already forgot. So omens. Omens are things you can choose to give you buffs. So the real question here is, because I believe you always have this one that's actually colored. I believe you always have the bonus for that. I could be wrong, but I believe that's the way it works. And then when you actually select one of these, you unlock the second one. So before we choose one of these, we're actually going to check our overall population. How do I do that again? Okay. So we have 41 tribesmen, 7 slaves, 8 freemen, and 6 citizens. So tribesmen are the people we should really be trying to keep happy right now, because that's who we have the most of. So we're going to go with this one, because it boosts tribesman happiness. Now you see this one is colored in. It's black now and green instead of, or like, it's more darkly colored. It's lit rather than being this dull gray. So that tells us that we have that bonus. Now, we have 2 trade routes in our capital. We are currently producing grain in our capital. So each one of these trade goods, it's broken into categories. You have your strategic resources, which, different strategic resources will allow you to unlock different military units. Like the horses unlock heavy cavalry, elephants unlock war elephants, iron allows heavy infantry, wood allows all of those, and so on and so forth. So citizens, this increases citizen happiness in the province. Now, here's the thing. You'll notice there are 2 potential bonuses for you could see I was trying to point at the screen in real life. That doesn't do you guys any good. So, precious metals, just for getting them, gives local citizen happiness plus 4% in our capital region. But if we had a surplus, meaning we have more than one, we also get the bonus of national citizen happiness plus 8%. And that goes for all of this stuff. So food will give us monthly food modifier as the base, and then a different thing for each deal on the thing. But this will always give us like freeman happiness. These will always give us nobles happiness, and these will always give us either slaves or tribesmen happiness. So again, we have mostly tribesmen, so it'd be really good probably to get something that would make tribesmen happy. We can't get wild game. Furs would make them happy, which would be good. What we really want, though, we need to get our centralization up so that we can actually change laws and become. Because right now we are a nomadic tribe. Actually, no, we're a migratory tribe right now. So we need to get our centralization up so that we can shift from being a migratory tribe to a settled tribe, so that we don't get as many malices for having cities as we would otherwise. So we want... Wait, why did I think earthenware did that? What was I thinking? I know there was a specific thing I had in mind that increases what I'm talking about here, but I've forgotten what it is. Whatever. Anyway, I've forgotten what I was even... One of these gives a pretty good bonus. I don't remember which one it is. I mean, they all give good bonuses. This one, here we go. Pop promotion speed is a good one. Wine leather. What was I thinking? I have no idea. Oh, it was glass. Country civilization level. Yeah, okay, I'm just an idiot. Okay, so I think what we're gonna go for, honestly, is we're gonna go for some furs. We're gonna get them from wherever that is. We're just gonna go with the top thing. And then what's our second biggest population? Doesn't even matter. Tribesmen are like the only thing we really have. Okay. So we maybe... I mean, population output is good. I think we're gonna go with horses. There we go. Okay. Oops. I hit escape one too many times. Alright, technology screen. So, you notice there are all these different things here. So in this game, every character has 4 stats. They have martial, charisma, finesse, and zeal. Now, when it comes to them being in a job, whatever the main stat is, that each job has a main stat that's associated with it. So, obviously, the higher they are in that stat, the more proficient they will be at that job. So, what we need to do, see, this guy only has 70% research speed. His finesse is only at 7. So we would like to see if there's anybody with higher finesse. There are 2 people with 8 finesse. This guy is only 22 years old. I don't know... Oh, obsessive, okay. So he has more zeal, monthly statementship. Wait, what are his overall stats? 8. He's a 3688. Okay. What's this guy? That guy has 9. Okay. So I think we're gonna put this person in charge of that. That's not what I meant to do. I meant to hit this button and then go like that. Put that person in charge. Now, we have a scorned family now that I just fired that man. So, these are the prominent families within our nation right now. They have a specific number of jobs that each one of them wants to have. If they have under that many jobs, they'll become scorned, which will make them less happy, less productive, more likely to revolt, blah 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 blah. So my advice to you fellers is to get good. Oh, one of them is the ruler of our nation. That's fine. Well, the rest of you can get good. Alright. The rest of you are also in one of the major families, but I don't really care. Okay, you have 9, whatever this is called now. Military. You have 9. Okay. You have 9. You only have 4. That's okay. The rest of you suck. Alright. My advice to you folks is get good. That's all I can say to you. Alright. Okay, now, each one of these... This game works a little more differently than, like, EU4, which I've put a lot of time into. So in EU4, each individual little place is called a province, and then the big groups like this would be considered states. In this is a city. This overarching thing is a province. It's a little more complicated, and because you actually have to like pay attention to your population. in this. So, if we view pop info, you see that all of them are of the same culture, they're all of the same religion, but not all of them are happy. Some of them are less happy than others, and that's based upon their status in our class system. It's their class, basically. Oh, excuse me, acid reflux. I had a glass of very sweet tea, and my acid reflux is now destroying me. Okay. Now, this is all... Oh, by the way, each city has a trade good. They all have a thing that they develop. They all have a bunch of, like, have... Words are hard. Building slots. If I hadn't done this, you could see this is the person who's in charge of the province. Like, this is our policy that we have set. There's a whole lot that goes into this. These are buffs we could give the province. There's a whole lot that goes into this. Now, this gray out here is uncolonized land. So, if a city has a population of 8 and the major culture is your primary culture, or I believe an accepted culture as well, you can then choose to colonize, send one of those population to one of the uncolonized cities next to it to colonize it. And it will instantly become colonized. And if you look, all of the uncolonized provinces also already have population in them. So you integrate these people into your nation when you... Whoops, what did I just do? Okay, there we go. Yeah, they join your nation when you settle their area. Now, what we need to do here is take a look at what this does. This gives us claims on a whole lot of places. I believe that gives us claims on, like, all of this, essentially. Like, we gain claims to all this. Now, we do want an ally to start off. This person so far is not allied to anyone, so let me just snag them up right quick before they decide to ally a bunch of little derps. Have them ally me, so they're like, yeah, I have a nice big strong ally, I don't need to ally the derps. And then we can eat the derps together, and that would be fantastic, because I want this lands. It will be mine, and I will have it. So there's that. Okay. Now, our government. We can't change... Oh, we can actually change the law right now. Okay, so you see... When we change these laws, it gives two potential buffs, or two buffs. We get the monthly centralization, which is good, we need that, and national commerce income. But this one gives us monthly centralization and monthly civilization change, which is another thing that we desperately need. So, I think we're going to go with this one, which will cost us 15 stability, because stability works a whole lot different than it does in EU4, and 35 political power, or political influence, which is basically just... I mean, you can sort of think of it as the monarch points of EU4, except you don't get any from... Like, your ruler doesn't have a stat that's going to improve it for you. It's just like a base over time, essentially. So, yeah. I'm not entirely sure how all of that is actually calculated. If I'm being 100% honest, I haven't put enough time into this game to know for sure what that all is. And this will do actually the opposite for us. So we don't want to do anything over here. I think everything we really want to work with is on this side. But in order to do that, you need political influence. And see, this one needs, for your centralization, to be greater than or equal to 10, which right now we're at 0, but now that we've changed that law to coin minting initiative, we are now gaining 0.1 per month, which is fantastic considering we were making literally nothing before that. Sorry, I had to look at the timer to make sure that I wasn't just gonna end up rambling about something far into time when I should be like wrapping up the episode. Okay, so these again are all of our characters. Nobody cares about that right now. It doesn't matter. This is a military screen. We right now don't have the ability to build units of our own. So what it is our units, the number of units is based upon how much population we have in the area that this army is being raised from. So the higher our population, the more troops we'll have, which would be very, very nice. And this is our traditions, our military traditions, which are buffs that you need to spend whatever this is on. This military experience, which is gained through doing stuff and things. I'm not entirely sure. Oh, military experience is gained by actually, like, fighting wars. Duh. Every time you raise your levies and your armies do things, they gain experience. And that experience is then actually added to your experience total after you disband the levies. That's when you gain the experience. And then if you have enough, you can pick a tradition, which gives pretty significant buffs, honestly. So they're definitely not to be scoffed at. I am going to bump this up to speed 4 though, because speed 3 feels really slow in this game. My eyeball is really hurting. I got something in it just before this recording started, but I didn't think it was going to bother me as much as it has been. Okay, let me see. Let's look at our neighbors again here. Let's look around the world a little bit. The Antigonid Kingdom. Well, they're pretty big. Okay. That's Europe here, or should I say, France, is really broken up right now. So I don't feel like we really need to worry about anything happening over there for a while. I made the mistake last time of allying this guy right off the bat, which I need these 2 cities from him as soon as I can possibly get him. But he was a strong dude near me, so I allied him. This guy, however, I feel like I could ally him because I'm not going to get to him for a little while. I mean, I plan on taking out all of this before I start heading this direction or this direction. So this dude and this dude are pretty good allies. Plus, they're right on the other side of everything I want to eat. So they're in prime positions to help me with my mission. Okay, so do we have any Okay, so here, this is a good example. Right here, there are 4 dudes hanging out. They're all actually already our culture. So right here, in our capital province here, we have 6 population. We can, for a small fee, 5 gold, we can move people from other cities within the state. If I move this up here, you can see it highlights where we're taking it from, or like where the city is when you hover over the thing. So when we get up to 8, you notice this pops up, colonizable territory, because now we can colonize this city because we happen to be touching it with this city. So this currently is at 8 pop. When we click on this and we click the colonize button, this is now at 6 instead of 5. This is at 7 because we moved 1 pop over to colonize this city. Now, we're just going to spend a little bit of our early game money here to get these menus out of my way. Uh, to colonize a little bit over here. This has a decent amount of population in it, so we're going to take that. Okay. So it takes 5 to move a pop to a city and 10 to actually colonize another city. So what I'm trying to do here is I'm trying to colonize as much of this province as I can so that we, have the whole province, because you want control of the entire province if you can. So we're just going to keep moving dudes for now. We're going to colonize as much of this as we can. There we go. I feel like that's about all we're going to be able to do, because it costs... No, we could probably actually colonize the whole thing, if I'm being 100% honest. Here. Let's move a dude from there. Another dude from there. Dude from there. We'll snag a couple dudes from the capital. And boom. We finished off that entire province. We only have 19 gold left, but we finished colonizing this entire province. Is this optimal plays? Probably not. Let's see if our levies went up, though. See? Look, our levies went up now because we have a higher population in the province. So now we have a larger military because of all of that colonization we did. We gained enough people that it increased our military strength by 3. We have 3 new units in our army because of the population that we just gained. So I'm actually going to unpause for a little while. I know it's scary. We're going to unpause for a hot minute. Now this right here, this is an envoy. This is somebody wanting to have me export one of my trade goods to them in exchange for a little bit of money. I don't believe there's any reason to ever decline these. You just accept. Because more money is more better. So, did he just colonize? I think this man just colonized a thing. You'll notice that a lot of these will disappear when you click accept on one. That's because they were all wanting the same trade good that you only had one of. Or one free to give. Okay, the region of Ratia, whatever, has remained a valuable source of trade and commerce for our nation for many long years. Many amongst the clan council insist that such a bountiful land would serve much better purpose if fully integrated under the Bohemian banner. Of course, as with all matters of state, many are in opposition, claiming that a healthy relationship with our neighbors is far more important than a wanton land grab. The leaders of each side have presented their arguments and asked for an arbitration as to which method would be more appropriate in our dealings with the various states' residents in the area. So, either we could have Ichius lose loyalty and we become more warlike, or we have Kaeltram lose loyalty and we become more peaceful. Honestly, warlike. I intend on conquering everything. All of this land around here, it's mine. They just don't know it yet. Okay. So. Ooh, that was a little itchy. Alright. So now, how long do we have until this completes? The 1st of October of next year. Alright. So we're actually going to play at speed 5 until we hit our, until we get all that. Because that gives us claims on all these people, which is important. Until then, excuse me, acid reflux is kicking my butt. Until then, we're just going to chill out and let our money build up and all of the things. We're just going to let all of our things build up, and it's going to be wonderful. It's going to be fantastic. It's going to be awesome. We're all going to be really big happy family. Debate has raged for many years over our rocky relationship with the nation-states in the area. This other nation, a nation many in Bohemia call a friend, stands well placed to provide us with assistance in our endeavors to control the area. Which nation are they talking about here? I have no idea, honestly. Where are you? I don't know. Anyway, many of our warlike advisors, however, seem intent on burning all bridges and laying waste to Brigantic lands in an effort to further advance our cause. I don't know even where Brigantia is. Where is that? I don't know where that is. Am I blind? Is that what's happening here? Oh, it's this little derp. I don't give a schniz about that little derp. I could not care less, honestly. I really couldn't. I don't care. Alright. Well, that is going to be it for this episode. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, so much for watching. If you liked it, hit the thumbs up button. If you didn't, go ahead and hit the thumbs down button. Nobody cares. Subscribe if you haven't already, and we will see you next time. Goodbye, everybody.